Barbershop Talkz, the podcast. Male improvement. Real talk and life advice. Casual conversations to help men win and look good doing it. Real conversations. Real truth.
Inspirational quote of the day, besties. Why you stressing out over that man and all you had to do is just go out with your whole girls for one night and you up 10 men? Come on, do better. Okay, bye. Love you. Inspirational quote of the day, besties. Don't let that man ruin your day. Ruin his day first. Go ahead and text that homeboy. Okay, bye. Love you.
Yeah, recording there. 3, 2. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to an episode of Barbershop Talkz, where we talk about male improvement and anything that happening right now. We want to talk about in terms of masculinity, about relationships, and about things happening in the world, right? My name is Danny.
My name is DJ Samo. We're here today to talk about respect. Respect from a man's point of view. In my word, I believe we lack respect for men out here in society today. Society on the whole, not just women.
What do you mean, respect men have for men, or men respect women have for men?
Society has for men.
All right then. So one of my concepts is that men don't get respect by existing. Women often do.
Okay.
You understand that statement, right?
No, explain.
All right. So
you're saying I don't understand.
Right. So
understand,
as men, right, we believe in dominancy hierarchy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or competency hierarchy.
Right.
We respect men who are competent in what they do and what they are about.
Right.
That's how we show respect. So we just shut up when the most intelligent man talking about a topic that he is either credentialized or either he is the dominant party or understanding of that particular topic. We shut up and listen. Women don't think like that. Women are communitarians by nature. Everybody has a say, an equal say.
Okay.
Men, on the other hand, we believe in competency hierarchy. So the person who's the most competent is the one we listen to.
Okay.
And who's the most dominant with it as well. So that's why I say men don't get respect by existing, because men don't respect each other who are not competent, right?
Okay.
For example, when you DJing, right?
Right.
And you just watch how competent the man could mix, could do things, could actually transfer from one genre to another.
Yeah.
So you watch that, right?
They come naturally in the field, yeah. We naturally watch other DJs and what they're doing, yeah.
So you could get a grasp of if that person competent in what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, women are not like that. Women are communitarians. They believe that everybody has a voice, everybody has a say, and everybody should have equal respect.
Okay.
That's what they believe in, right? Men don't believe that. Men believe that respect is performance-based,
Okay.
right? Well, in terms of utility and work stuff, we can show a general human being respect as a human. But when it comes to things we do or utilities,
Right.
we have a performance-based is how men show respect.
Okay. I
Right?
understand.
Now we talk about relationships, right? And we talk about respect, but respect in a relationship has duality in meaning when it comes to men and women. Men equate respect to love, right?
Okay.
Women equate respect as a understanding of them, meaning that they understand them, they respect them to a level, and these are the things I can afford this person to, right? I know you've been married for over how many years now?
Over 7 years, yeah.
Over 7 years now, right? The difference between men and women in terms of how we show respect is different,
I agree.
right?
Yeah.
So where you understand the term respect? Where you particularly understand the term respect?
What I understand
Right.
about respect,
Yeah.
respect. What I understand in my on my point of view is respect is not given, respect is earned.
Right.
In my book. So you have to give respect to get respect.
Okay.
I can respect you if you disrespecting me all the time.
Right, but that's in terms of normal human interaction.
Hey, ask me for my opinion on respect.
But when we
that's
talk
my
about,
opinion.
I talk about relationships.
Uh-huh.
Is that different?
You tell me. That is my answer. You tell me.
So most women or most men equate respect to love. We went over an element ago.
Right.
Now, respect, when how you define it in a relationship, may not be the same respect you see in a respect between a boss and a subordinate.
Right.
There are two different types of respect, meaning that there are types, or in different, what I would say in different contexts.
Okay.
Right? Now, respect equals the recognition of competency, discipline, and boundaries. Respect is not attention, attraction, and niceness.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Being nice to somebody is not showing them a respect. Right?
Mm-hmm.
People don't respect what you tolerate. Some people might tolerate different things and show respect differently. So we want to talk about the video we saw last day, right?
Yeah.
And that video is with this young lady talking about if that man don't do what he's supposed to do, you go out and you find a man, right? If you gonna find 10 men, remember the video?
Mm-hmm.
Right. What was the statement behind it? Is that how you respect a man?
No.
If you're in a relationship?
No.
But if he ain't giving you what you want, not what you need, he ain't giving you what you want.
Yeah, true.
Go out there and get 10 men, and then men will. You have 10 men hunting you down. And that is the validation this girl is giving on TikTok to girls, giving girls advice. And them girls are eating it up. Why?
Yeah, see, the video was,
sound good?
The video was that homeboy giving you trouble.
Yes.
Call up the homeboy on his side.
Yeah.
You know, done away with that kind of treatment.
Yeah.
I was just saying in the video, yeah. You know?
There's no continuity no more in terms of relationship. Everything is a second high and long. As soon as the high goes to so the relationship goes to peaks, and so when the peak start to,
that is it for them.
that is it for them. Find a new man. So I want to talk about women out here who actually doing these things, right? So yesterday we were having an interesting conversation about the young lady who dispensing this kind of advice. And what was your opinion on the advice? Was it valid? Would you give your daughter or your friend,
I'm trying to remember what you're talking about.
the girl who said the same thing? She was saying that how if that guy not giving you what you want, go and find another guy, or it's at the club to go to and find 10 guys. She said what she was saying when she voiced. She has this irritating voice. And the ending was I love you, and to the ending. So my thing is that if it is the case, we're going to dispense advice to people, right? Is it that we're gonna give advice that could harm people? Because a young lady taking advice.
My opinion on that is don't give advice that you're not willing to take for yourself. That's my opinion on that. No?
Yeah.
Don't give the advice if you're not willing to do the same thing. Because there are some of them out here that advise the world, but they're not willing to do as you. Or as they're advising you to do. Correct?
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask that question, right? This is the way you're talking, right?
Yeah.
We talking about people who are hypocrites.
Right.
Every single time, right? So these are smoker, right?
Right.
They smoke cigarettes.
Right.
Right? Will you be a hypocrite if you tell your 10-year-old son to don't smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
It's bad for your health.
Yeah. Because I will be continuous smoking, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a hypocrite for saying something like that to my child.
But you think that hypocritical? You're trying to save your son.
In my book, yeah, I trying to save him. With somebody else, I've been a hypocrite because I doing the same thing I telling the child not to do. Correct?
I believe that if you indulge in something, right, that you know it's bad, and you tell somebody it's not bad, that's not being hypocritical.
Okay.
So you tell a 10-year-old smoking bad, don't smoke. Is that being a hypocrite? Because you smoke.
I say no.
I say no. You say yes. So this is what we discussing today. Respect, how it flows, and we trying to understand this in terms of women, because we have this ideology set that we should automatically give women respect because they are women. Here I say respect in terms of,
Society on the whole, right?
yes,
Yeah.
we're not talking about respect in terms of human value. You should always show respect to human value to each other. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about respect when in context of a relationship, context in terms of the workplace. Those are the things I'm talking about, right? We want to get the point where how men lose respect, what is respect in terms of relationship. We understand respect in terms of society wise, right? You said that how respect is basically the admiration of another individual, right? Showing them some kind of admiration in whatever context you want to find it in.
Yeah.
But I want to stick to relationships because Barbershop Talkz is about men and relationships. And we know as men, we disrespect each other on the greatest of levels. We tell each other we all kind of stuff
At multiple times.
at multiple different times.
And
But it's all for bonding and fun. We don't take it seriously. And if a girl walk into any of our conversation and hear us tell, or we tell one of our good brethren, she might think we dogging on the man,
yeah. Clonging them.
clonging him.
Yeah.
But are we really doing that?
No.
We as men have this thing where we do, right? We say the most egregious stuff to each other, and we know if we have like a disrespectful to a different level, but it's how we bond as men. Like last night this man was calling another guy a girl, right? And it is not the fact that he is one and all, but we was trying to bond as men, right? And it may seem as disrespect from a woman's perspective, because she walk into the conversation and she hear we calling each other girls or other things, right? Where she go here?
Where she go here?
Yeah. What do you think she hearing when say a random girl walk into we conversation last night?
And I calling you a girl.
And yeah.
She will say we gay.
No, not the girl, that's not part about now how we disrespecting each other.
Oh.
The
Well,
man and boy.
They men.
But that's the point now.
Yeah.
We know as men what we do with we brethren and them, right? We clong them, we tell them out of shit about nothingness. But at the end of the day, it's our method of bonding, our getting there in terms of pairing with each other as men, right?
Yeah, that does happen in the workplace, and it does happen a little worse, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, we know that has happened, right? Like we talk about relationships now, right? I want to understand this, right? How you think a woman has lose respect for she man?
How she lose
Respect for she man.
for she man?
Yeah.
Either he not doing as she want him to do, or she not getting what she want.
Right.
Whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally.
When you say physically, my material condition, talking more like money and
Yeah, physically, money, emotionally, love, you know,
right.
the love to love for other person. Yeah, that is what I mean when I'm saying that.
So you're talking about the love for somebody, not being in love.
Yeah.
And
They have a saying amongst women that they just tend to fall out of love.
oh God.
Yeah. You know about that?
Oh yeah, I know about that. Them just use a moment. I won't say them. Let me use the proper terms now. Women just use a momentary feeling, gentlemen, to make a pinnacle decision in their life that can either do two things: mess up their life to a higher degree, or continue the path if they choose differently. I have seen it over and over. The choices they make based on their feelings. That is why we as men need to be on a ship and we holding the rudder, not the woman. You understand? To this day, right? I will always remember the conditions of why Sarah said she don't want these things with me.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when you're trying to lead, are you trying to show a life with somebody? What she wants? She wants something differently. She wants a life where she call the shots. You understand?
What she say goes.
What she say goes. You understand? And I think there is some kind of parity you could have with your
Certain
significant
stuff.
other. Yeah,
That's what you're saying, certain stuff.
certain stuff.
Okay.
You could always have some kind of conditions where you have some kind of parity between you and your significant other in terms of things.
Yeah.
But you see, when it comes to leading and no, you holding a rudder and you going on now, you carrying the relationship somewhere. You as a man have to hold that rudder, hold it into the direction you want to go into. Because the worst thing is to pick up a girl who you lead in direction, one direction, she want to go in the opposite direction. May I leave them let it be? I always say the wall don't take no prisoners. The wall doesn't take any prisoners. Those men who know what the wall is, you will understand what I mean by the wall.
You can lead the horse to the water to drink. If the horse not thirsty, the horse not going and drink. Always remember that. Can't force nobody to do nothing that they don't want to do for themselves. Right?
Yeah.
So where there is a will, there is a way.
And I always say that same when it comes to horn.
Once they will it,
There's a
they
will.
will find a way.
They'll find a way. And some of them real willing these days,
Yeah,
so the gentlemen know.
be careful.
Be careful out there. Always walk into a relation with skepticism. There are a lot of skepticism.
There are spears for the spears now. Imagine that.
Because here it is, right? Long time when I was younger, I didn't understand relationships, right? I always wondered why this pretty 22-year-old girl, why is she single? Well, why is she single? She's 22, she's single. At 32, she's single too. Well, why is that? Because problematic. She is a problem. Yeah? All I think all that good lookingness makes a difference for a wife, brother. I telling you this, right? Women who are extremely attractive to make good wives. They just make trouble for your soul. I'm not saying, hey, all the men come after and say, oh, you like ugly women, right? I never say that. I'm talking about the ones that some girls are very humble and they know they're extremely attractive, but they're humble with it. They know they're attractive, they're humble, they understand that beauty is only for a while.
And some of them not so attractive and they feel there's it.
Yes.
You know?
And they will, the men that are their equal match in terms of looks, they will be like, no, you're not attractive to me. That's the TikTok brain and the Instagram page. That's all it is, you know? TikTok brain and Instagram page. Gents, I'm going to tell you a story, right? About disrespect at the highest degree. Your boy, you know how he is, right? Talking to a girl on Instagram. Normal DM, trying to conclude my experiment. You know how it is, me trying to pick up girls on Instagram. And this girl had the audacity, right, to say that she don't date fat men. I have no problem with that. I am fat. I have no problem with that.
Right.
She don't date fat men. But you know what? You know what's funny? I say no problem, right? But you're telling me you don't date fat men, right? But about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you dated a guy who fat. What happened there by Saturday? Maybe I wasn't she type, which is fine. But what do you think has happened to women like that? You think they just get some kind of epiphany where they realize they're no longer attracted to what their mind think they really are? Reality hits them.
It goes back to the statement we made earlier. It's all about what they want. Not what they need, what they want. Correct?
You fight fit with them, boy.
It's all about what they want.
So we having these conversations about, you know, the war. We're talking about respect in our relationship, and it seems like we just trying to find a way to let gentlemen to understand that every time we talk about something about women, somebody gets offended. And it's not to offend no one. It's enlightenment to know that you have to make choices.
It's just for educational purposes to get the information out there. Because growing up when we were young, we had no one to tell us this stuff.
Of course.
We had no one to teach us the way of the land, I would say. You understand? The way to move forward, the way to approach a woman. Nobody never tell me how to learn some of these things myself. You understand? So we just trying to share knowledge for those who want to know, because it will have those out there who want to know but are not willing to make the sacrifice.
That is why in these segments now, any question you want to know about a woman, any question you want to know about male and female dynamics, put it in free comments.
Yeah, feel free to
and
comment.
we will be shouting out the person as well as giving an answer to their question. Now, me and he disagree on a lot of different things, right? But one certain things we consistently agree upon, right? Which is one of the things that you have nuances when it comes to relationships. I agree, have those things, but there are a lot of patterns and a lot of trends as a man you are supposed to be recognizing, observing. My cousin say when he played music, always observing.
Have to.
Observing the crowd, observing the people, observing the interaction between men and women. Right? So in a little while, we'll be out in what today is, boy? Remind me again now. Today is the Rude Boy stuff.
Yeah, today is the Rude Boy special. 4 for 20 in selected bars only. So
me
hope
and
to see you guys there.
Me and the team will be there. You know,
outside.
The 866 out there, we out there squad, as well as Upai Productions and Barbershop Talkz.
Yeah.
We will be out there. And Danny is going to sit down and start watching some of these young ladies and talk to some of them about the behaviors and try to get some answers now, boy. You know how it is be. My next book will be out in May, June, July, which will be How to Keep Frame in a Relationship. Right? A man's monopoly of force. Because most women don't want to admit, right? But men want the world. And Beyonce could stick it for that one. What she song is, right? What she song is by Sunday, remember now?
Oh, the woman song we run the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one. So folks, hope to see you out there, and please comment. More people interact with our comments, the more people get to see our videos and get to.
We want the interaction from you all, you know. We want to know who watching, who not watching. Understand? We want a little feedback so we know how to move forward.
Yes. Because like most things in this world, right? We want feedback in terms of what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong.
Please, I strongly say, if you disagree with anything I say or Danny say, please ask in the comment. Yeah. You know, you have some against what Chad say. Chad not here today, but you have some to ask Chad also.
Funny thing, gents.
We're all free open.
I went on a date recently,
and
about a week ago,
right,
and the girl was telling me how her cousin had a lot of grievances and a lot of I would say a lot of different comments to talk about Chad. But Chad not here today.
You meant one of Chad fans.
One of Chad fans, yes. Yeah. So he not here today. And but hopefully we will next week. For Barbershop Talkz every Sunday. Every Sunday we have in our Barbershop Talk, different topics, different things. Sometimes we may be live on occasions.
Sorry we wasn't posting for the past 2-3 weeks. We had some other business opportunities that we were getting ourselves involved to, and we were a little busy to record and whatnot, you know? Yes. But we will try our best to move Sunday every day. Sunday, every Sunday we post a video. Right? That's why we're looking for the feedback from you all to know what you want to hear about. What are some of the topics you, the audience, want to hear about? You know?
And by the end of the year, we're hoping to bring some girls on the panel. and have some discussions
Yeah.
about feminism, respect, relationships, and about anything that and men and women think about now.
You want to be part of the podcast,
Of
you want to
course.
be part, you want me to interview, whatever, feel free to DM Danny, come out, ask, we'll try our best to include you if we can,
Yes. So Barbershop Talkz. Barbershop Talkz was about getting the average man to understand dating dynamics changing and then changing drastically.
Fast, very fast.
Yeah. We know it's not like how it used to be.
So
And being a man of
7 years ago when I got married, it totally changed the way it is now, and that's just 7 years. You understand?
every year, what I have seen, women get a little bit more. They lose that shame, a societal shame about being whore, being a whore, being an attention whore on Instagram and Facebook or TikTok. The shame for these activities have been drastically reduced, and they no longer want families, or they want relationships with a specific architecture of man. They don't want to have children.
They want relationships, and they don't want the consequences that comes with it.
Yes, as you know, Trinidad and Tobago,
That is
abortion is
basically-
illegal.
That is basically where it reach,
So we want to be able to be very interactive with our fans out there, and to let you guys know that 866 Be Out There is our brother channel, right? As well as Opie Productions. And as every activity you see forward, you're gonna see a lot of outings. You're gonna see us on site doing a lot of different activities. And I want to encourage young men to read.
Read, please read. Please get the book, read it.
Yes.
You have none in the room?
No.
Please get the book and read it. Please.
So I recently met a young lady who I started to date. And when she realized the content I put out there, she stopped dating me, so you guys know it. Immediately. Because I tell men to walk in relation with skepticism, with healthy skepticism. I was immediately, you no longer a fit candidate. I'm telling you guys this is because women know who they're going to manipulate and who they can't manipulate. Any person they can't manipulate to a highest degree, they out. Right? Because that brother was talking about he buy turtle for a girl. Yep, a turtle. So I just want to get you guys know that when you interact with our content, some people might be offended. Some people might not like the content.
We know that and we understand.
You understand that. I keep my content very clean.
To that, we answer back and say everybody is free to their own opinion.
You're free to think what you need to think, but
we're not saying what we're saying is right or wrong, but we are research backing up majority of the stuff. So, come if you want to come. That's all we can say.
If you want to debate us, let us know. We do a live and we debate. Right? So, I think it's time to wrap up for today.
Yeah.
I know this is a short episode, but we really want to have an episode today. And because of the fact that we haven't been posting for a while, we want to talk about different activities. And I particularly want to talk about respect. And the respect we're talking about here is respect for a human being, it's a respect for your wife, and it's a respect for women in general society. And we as men don't get a kind of that type of respect anymore, boy. Because women see men as a utility now. You're not gonna see.
But that's how they say it, right? That men are loved only on the condition of how much they can provide. Right? But I feel they say the same wrong. Men are loved and respected based on how much you can provide. Physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yeah, but I think the most important thing is physically. material wise, because the moment I don't ever
Sometimes that
see,
material, sometimes that physical one, yeah, that's it.
because
They
I
don't
don't
watch the emotional, they don't watch the other stuff.
yeah, but when's the last time you see a girl pick up a homeless man and say he emotionally love her? When the last time you see that?
No man out here not helping out, no man.
Exactly. And if you as a man reach the point in this life, you understand nobody coming to save you, eh? Nobody. Your mother and father ain't coming to save you. If you do get a good education and find a job out there and serve society and be a utility for the society we live in, then it won't happen to you. You'll be a loser.
And you wouldn't be respected. I mean, talking about respect.
Be respected.
Yeah, you would not be respected.
Because I don't ever see a man in society respecting a man any side of the road who begging.
Yeah.
Right? They might be showing kindness and compassion.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about respect as a man. Right? What do they say? The hard back man there, you have good shoes, you have a good t-shirt. Why you gonna walk in the garden? That what men they say. Men will be compassionate to a degree and say, well, you know, I have an extra $1. He looking like he hungry, don't give him one.
Yeah.
It's something like that now. But we don't respect that individual. And that mad man who begging inside the road, you ever see a girl, I want to Mercedes Benz pop and say, boy, you look like you will love me to now until eternity. Happy now, I got mine here. Things happening. So, Jensen, the quicker you understand nobody coming to save you, the more you understand the dynamics of dating between men and women.
We have no heroes out here. You have to be your own hero.
Yes.
You have to save yourself before you can save anyone else. You have to save yourself. I recently here saying, I said in the last live we do with Sachin.
Yeah.
Right? The saying goes, be thankful for the blessings that God has given to you already. You understand that statement?
Yeah.
Be very thankful for what you have already. Because some of us out here, we're wishing for more. And we're not thankful for the stuff that we get already or for the stuff that we already have.
Yes, because to be always here, right? We see that how it have men who devastated from chronic diseases. We have men and them who on the block trying to make a hustle every day. And it have recently you've seen 10 men selling the exact same product and them hustling trying to make $1. And I'm not telling people to go and do illegal shit, right? Let's be very clear. As we
At the end of
observe.
the day, it's about making $1.
What you observe.
We agree to make it legit. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, as a man, it's about making $1. You understand? Because
By
without
legitimate
$1,
means.
without $1, however you check it, you ain't getting no respect out here without $1.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because here it is, right? If I notice something, right? Well, I have noticed this, right? I have been doing my job for the past between 10 to 15 years, right? My current job. And I didn't start off with a nice title. Start off as assistant, as one, you know, you have 1, 2, and 3, so I was a 1. And it's only after a while dating has gotten a little better for me. Where you could tell a girl is a quality manager and she be like, yeah, that's not like a acceptable job. Except it's a doctor named Kate. It's something different. But I digress. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that your title means something to a woman. And we was talking last time to our brethren, right? And he was telling us that how maturity is something he finds attractive in a woman.
Right.
Right? So I have never seen a man find maturity attractive. When I say maturity, I talk about the first initial attraction. I'm not talking about a long-term getting to know somebody and realize this person makes mature decisions. I'm not talking about that, gentleman. I'm talking about initial attraction. And this man telling me the first thing he's looked for is maturity. And I saying, right, the first thing a woman is look for is your job title.
Or what you're doing.
Or what you're
money
doing.
you're making.
Or money you're making. So them look for security. First thing we look for security. The first thing you're looking for is fat deposits. Are the first thing you're looking for as a man, right? The shape of the breast, shape of the ass, how the fat ratio is within the woman. You understand? That's what you're looking for, right? And the first thing, and I always tell people, right? I write in my book as well. Just imagine, look how simple men are. Men attraction trigger is simply based on fat deposits, where fat deposits in a woman is. It's where it is. Location of the fat deposit on a woman can make a woman attractive or not attractive. That's how simple men are. And women don't understand that concept. That's how simple we are. We don't really care about your title. We don't care about how much degrees you have. Or when I say title, meaning that either a doctor, a PhD, whatever. When I say degrees, some women have 4 or 5 bachelors and different things. Men don't find that attractive, but women find that attractive. One woman here, doctor, what is thinking? Money. Thinking they're having their entire life gonna change based on this man. And I recently want to talk about the rich Simpson. The rich Simpson, right? Who giving women every single thing with no reciprocation. Continue. Because I can't reach everybody. And I'm not determined to reach everybody. There are going to be some men that will watch my advice and say, you know what he talking about, boy.
He get horn.
He get horn. He hurts. You understand?
You get plenty already. You get horn, man. Why you just say them kind of things for?
You
Make
bitter.
you write that book. Yeah. Are you operating like a woman hater? It has nothing about hating women. There's nothing about hating women. We hate the mentality of the modern day woman. That is what we hate. We don't hate women on the whole. I say it correct?
Correct. Because I like to show men, I don't like to talk too much now, right? Talking meaningless.
Yeah.
So I will pick, I have a few test subjects I have on Instagram where I watch their daily activity, what they do, how they interact with the world, right? That's how I learn to observe people through. But these are public accounts. You understand? This is to be public. There's some account that randomly I got you.
And
right?
I did tell you last night, I did make a statement and say that you can't know everything from a person's social media.
You can't.
Being that this is a picture they portraying to other people, and this is what I think I am. It don't necessarily be this is what I am or this is where I am.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when somebody posts something for the world to see, they are telling me, the individual person who absorbing the content, this is what I'm about and this is what I'm for. So I was showing a man yesterday how, take a look at this girl's content. This is a normal girl on Instagram, a normal Trinidadian girl on Instagram. This is not a Miami girl, right? This is Trinidadian girls, right? And I'm watching the pictures, right? And he don't understand what I mean by meism, right?
Everything is about me.
Me. Every picture is about me. And it always all the men know what I'm talking about, right? The posing, the kind of look where you have to emphasize your sexual attraction and appeal. Every picture is that. And what that tells me is every single thing is about me. How you can interact with the world, and when you spit out everything else, it's only me. Compared to a guy's Instagram, you might see cars, you might see nature, you might see things that he interested in. You know, and my mind might to golf, man might to swim. I see some men. I remember this guy who used to exercising, right? To do calisthenics, and he doing these different things. But his page was all about different things, different locations, all these different things. But what's one girl? What's she doing? Every single thing is a copy of yesterday. It's nothing is original anymore.
Why Rome sing the song? Why you don't post him? Understand? He said, this man carrying you out, carrying your resorts, paying for the flight, paying for the meal, paying for the hotel. Why you don't post him?
She know why she don't post him.
Exactly.
She know why. Because the moment she posts him, she no
He's
longer.
the cameraman, but why you
Yeah.
don't post him? Now in my hand in the photo.
No.
You understand?
The best thing ever is when she finally posts him, she put a black heart around his face.
Love of my life.
Love
and
of my
you
life.
Never know.
You never know. You understand? Gents, I want all to understand that anything you do, go in with healthy skepticism. I want to tell them, man, right? Be a brother's keeper. And when you see men doing this shit they be doing these days, call them out.
Yeah, call them out.
Call them out on it.
I want to add on something and all
Yeah.
before we go. They say be a brother's keeper
Yes.
and whatnot and thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, why did this happen to me for?
Then I've seen. You remember it in a while?
Yeah, go ahead now, go ahead.
Gents?
You don't know what's going on.
Gents? So
right here now.
when I see these men, right? A man coming to me and telling me about he is girl he with, right? He know her for a couple of days and he in love already. You understand? Man, do better now. All I have to control all the emotions to the highest degree. You understand? Because you have to be the one to lead. And an emotional leader is a leader who's make bad decisions. Keep your head on your shoulders, looking up and to your future. Let's remember, right? I think how Marion Gaines always says this saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about future. If all you know future, the artist, right? He say how some girls have met future and some girls don't have a future, right? I think I butchered the saying though, right? But what he was trying to say is, right, some women have the opportunity to meet high class, very high caliber men, and they butcher it. Why? Because of meism. It's about me. When you date that 1% man in Trinidad, it's not about you no more, you know. It's about the man. I want all the guys to be more high value in terms of your ethics. We talk about ethics. We want to talk about finances. So the two areas a man should always try to be strive his ethics. His first thing is his ethical standards. Second is his finances. Third is his body. Those are the three areas a man should be constantly trying to level up in. That's what I want to leave you guys with today. Right? So do you remember the saying?
No. I'm trying here right now.
Yeah. Hopefully next week I'll see Chad.
Hopefully.
And maybe might see MC Chin.
Yeah.
According to how he feeling that day. Right, folks? I say feeling with a emphasis on because you know.
You have real feelings.
Yeah, he has real feelings. Folks, don't forget to subscribe to Barbershop Talkz. Interact with us. Follow us on Instagram. Give us a like. Give us anything you can give us. When it comes to comments, likes, subscribe to our page.
Subscribe, comment.
Yes. And do not forget our brother channel, 866. We out there. Every Friday and Saturday, we're doing lives. We're doing DJ promotions, possibly in different locations, according to where Thursday get a job. He will go live there, or you'll see me with set up with the camera crew, shooting the lives. Mixing on the spot. And I want you guys to know, right? My brother right here, that badass DJ. Shout out to 86 we out there. And if you're looking for a badass DJ, shout him out. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're everywhere. On all social media platforms. My name is Danny, signing out.
DJ Samo. Peace.